How's it going, Pumpkinheads? My name is SkellingtonSteve, and welcome to Pokemon Uranium version. Now, this is a fan-made Pokemon game that's been years in the making, and from what I can tell, I played a little bit of it post-release and pre-release, and from what I can tell, it seems to have been made in a version of RPG Maker, perhaps, but pretty much this game has its own unique story, its own unique Pokemon. Everything is pretty much completely fan-made. There might be some sprite reuses and whatever from previous Pokemon installments, but from what I was able to play and get a grasp on beforehand, this game's story is actually pretty cool, and a lot of the Pokemon that they threw in here that I believe actually they had fan submissions for were actually pretty awesome. So what I'm gonna do here, if you can see here, I've been playing this on my own, and the cool thing about this is that it has other save files, so I'm able to play this version for you guys and then still have this one by myself. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go through the Nuzlocke mode for you guys. So for any of you Pokemon fans out there that don't know the rules of the Nuzlocke challenge, basically it goes like this. Any Pokemon that faints in battle is considered, or any Pokemon that faints, period, is considered dead, and I either have to release it or stick it in the PC forever and never touch it again. I can only catch the first Pokemon encountered in an area. After that, can't catch anymore. If the encounter is in a double battle, which I'm not sure is in this game, if it is, cool, if not. So if basically if the Pokemon I encounter is in a multiple battle, I have to pick one of them, and that's the one that I get to catch. The rest of them have to be knocked out, or I have to run away. And then this, of course, I have to nickname them, but I usually do that anyway. And then, apparently this is not a complete rule, but I'm gonna do it anyway. If I completely white out, black out during a battle, basically I lose all of my Pokemon, even if I have some spare Pokemon that are at full health in the PC, it's a game over. I cannot play again, and I'll have to start over. So that's how we're gonna play this. This is gonna be interesting. And of course it's gonna go through it again. Fainted Pokemon are considered dead. You're able to only catch one Pokemon for route. Some optional rules can be toggled in your option menu in-game. Are you sure you want to play on this mode? Yes. Alright, so this is the professor here. Professor Bamboo, or Bambo. I'm pretty sure it's Bambo, but normally they try not to be so literal. And I've seen the way this dude looks. He looks like they're preparing you for the Alola region in this game. So he's kind of like a surfer looking dude. So let's see. Huh? Who is it? Oh, hello there. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. Yeah, see, look at him. My name's Bambo. If you find that hard to pronounce, you can just call me the Pokemon Professor. You're the kid who's applying for the job, right? Great! Want the lowdown on what you'll be doing? I'm good, thanks. We humans share the world with creatures known as Pokemon. More than mere animals, Pokemon possess astonishing powers and remarkable intelligence. People and Pokemon coexist in many ways. Some Pokemon are kept as pets, others help us with work, and still others are used in battle by trainers such as yourself. But there's so much we still don't know about Pokemon. That's my job. I study Pokemon for a living. Specifically, I'm an expert on Pokemon elements. Every Pokemon has an elemental type, and each type has its own strengths and weaknesses. But why do they exist? Are there new types we haven't discovered yet? But I'll tell you more on your first day on the job. Report to my lab tomorrow to get your first Pokemon. Now, if you just fill out this form here. Alright, so I get to choose my character. I get to either be this guy, this, not sure, or this chick. I'm gonna go with this guy. I'd like to know your name. Please tell me. So I get to actually type it in here. I'll just go with Steve. Let's go with Steve. Is your name is Steve? Yeah. Steve, are you ready? Your journey, your story is about to unfold. The future is a blank slate. You, together with your Pokemon, are gonna fill it. There will be challenges and thrills, and you're bound to make new exciting discoveries. Let's go! Whoa, that was totally deep, bro. Oh, here we go. Backstory. This is actually pretty cool. 10 years ago, Steve's family lived in Beale Beach City, the largest city in Tandor. Their father, Kalen, was a brave and talented Pokemon Ranger. Their mother, Lucille, was a brilliant scientist and an expert on nuclear energy. Although they both worked demanding jobs, they always found time to spend at home with young Steve. The Tandor region was at peace, and Lucille's company was working on a form of clean energy that would change the world. The future seemed bright, until... It was an ordinary day at the nuclear power plant where Lucille worked. As part of a routine inspection, they brought in a specialist to take a look at the electrical system. Cameron, have you finished your diagnostics? Yes, I have. Everything seems to be working perfectly. This generator you designed really does its job well, Lucille. Excellent. If everyone has finished their work, we'll break for lunch. Boss, you might want to take a look at this. Strange. The temperature readings are far higher than normal. Either we need to reset the thermometer, or the reactor is leaking a massive amount of heat. It can't be the thermometer. I just checked that. So... There must be a breach in the reactor. At this temperature, in just a few minutes, we'll have a total meltdown. Everybody needs to evacuate now. Lucille, you have to leave too. ... Lucille! With Cameron's help, all of the scientists were able to escape unscathed, except Lucille. She was never seen again after that day. The radiation leaking from the broken reactor made the surrounding area uninhabitable for many years, foiling any attempt to try to search for her. The loss of his wife had a profound effect on Kalen. His personality changed. He became cold and dedicated to his job. In time, he got promoted to the chief of the Tandor Pokemon Rangers. However, he became too busy to care for his child. So young Steve was sent to live with their elderly auntie in Moki Town. 10 years passed. Auntie's health waned. Supporting a child was too much work for her. Fortunately, Ernest Bambeau, the local Pokemon professor, was looking for a research assistant. 2 kids from Moki Town applied, Steve and their childhood friend Theo. It was common for youths of a certain age to receive a Pokemon and travel the region as a Pokemon trainer. And so, Steve's journey began. That's the elderly auntie, the Aunt May, if you will. Steve, come downstairs, you're late. Alright, so let's see if I can have a look around here. What do we got? It's a Wii U, but I hear they're coming out with a new system soon. I guess. Crammed full of books about Pokemon, me and my Outin, Gerbolta's Big Adventure, Quest for the Legends. I've read all of these many times. That's a plant. That's a TV. There's an ad for a new game on TV. It's a Pokemon battle simulation game called Red and Blue version. That's weird. So what is this like? Is this like supposed to be before Red and Blue? Let's see, what do we got in here? Of course, we always got the free potion. All right, so let's head down. Let's go talk to Aunt May. Steve, sweetie, today's your big day, isn't it? I can't help but feel glum, seeing my little one all grown up and leaving home. Oh, if only these old bones could do more so that I could support us both. But we know that you're ready for this, and you and that boy Theo, always following in your footsteps, that one. You've always been so capable, but I wonder about him. He is younger after all. I'm sure his father Cameron wouldn't allow him to go unless he was sure. Anyway, to celebrate your big day, I got you a present. Go ahead and open it. Yay, I got running shoes. The instructions read to run, hold Z. You can also toggle auto run in the menu, which I probably will. Sniffle. Oh, don't mind me, sweetie. I'm just an emotional old lady. If only your father were here right now. Well, I'm sure he'd be proud of you too. And I'm positive you'll run into him during your adventure. Now, I shouldn't keep you any longer. Say hi to that nice professor man for me, will you? And if you don't mind stopping by again after you get your first Pokemon, I'd love to see it. Good luck, sweetie. Alright, so. Alright, so real quick, I'm gonna toggle on that auto run. Hey, wait up! Yeah, like he's legitimately like a 5-year-old or something. I don't know how we're childhood friends. Where do you think you're going, huh? Are you trying to get to the lab before me so you can get the better Pokemon? Well, that ain't gonna happen, 'cause I'm gonna get the strongest one first. Try to keep up, Steve. Because, of course, you know, your rival or whatever has to be the obnoxious asshole. Hey, if it isn't Steve and, your friend, Tommy, was it? Honestly, Pops, can't you even remember my name? It's Theo. Theo! Right, Theo. You're just in time. Today's a very special day for the both of you. It's your first day at work as field research assistants at Bambo Pokemon Research Labs. Your job will have you traveling across Tandor, observing and capturing many different types of Pokemon to help me with my research on Pokemon elements. I have 3 Pokemon here that will aid you on your journey. Before you get your starters though, you'll both have to take the Pokemon Trainer Aptitude Test. A test? I didn't study for any test. I thought you were just gonna give us a rare, powerful Pokemon. Now, don't worry. It's not the kind of test you have to study for. It's just a way to determine what kind of Pokemon trainer you'll be. Different starter Pokemon are better suited for different battling styles. A starter Pokemon will be your lifelong partner, so it's important for you to work well together. Yeah, I get it. Enough talking. I want to get my Pokemon. Sheesh, kid, you're not very patient, are you? Alright, if you want to know more about what's on the test before we begin, you can talk to my aide. Now, are you ready to take the trainer aptitude test? Yeah, let's go. Alright, so basically this is one of the cool things about it. So, you don't exactly get to just walk up and say, hey, I want this one. You have to take a test for it. And the only thing is, though, is that the color of the answers on the test will basically tell you what starter you're getting. So more or less you still are generally just going through and picking which one, but this is just a way to just say, hey, go straight for this one, instead of having to cycle through to find the one you want. So, excellent! So, without further ado, when you encounter a new kind of Pokemon in the wild, what's your first reaction? Well, for me, attack it right away, that way it's easier to catch. I'm pretty much just gonna go for the fire-type starter anyway, so... Very good, both of you! Come on, that was easy. Give me a tougher one. Okay, next question then. Which of these TMs would you prefer to teach your Pokemon? Let's see. Hyper Beam. I'm just gonna give them all red answers. Hey Professor, what's a TM anyway? I'll tell you later. Let's move on with the next question, shall we? Which of the following Pokemon would win in an all-out battle? Is it possible to fail this test? No, it isn't. Now, this is your final question, so answer it honestly. What's your motivation for becoming a Pokemon trainer? To be the very best like no one ever was. No question about it, I'm gonna be a Pokemon Master, and nobody's gonna stand in my way. Haha, I dig your spirit, kid. Well, that's it for the trainer aptitude test. Now it's time to analyze your results. Okay, I finished my analysis. Steve, you seem like the trainer who won't hesitate to go for what you want. You prefer to overwhelm your opponents with sheer force and firepower. You also chose all the red answers. The saying, the best defense is a good offense, is probably your mantra. You have a burning spirit within you that never ceases. For an offensive trainer like you, Raptorch is the best pick. Yeah. Go ahead and take it. Yeah, I got Raptorch. Yes, I will give a nickname to Raptorch. I always name my first fire starter Zero. Hey, I'm tired of waiting. Steve got their starter already. When do I get mine? I like how they're gender neutral, so they say their. I'm done analyzing your results, Theo. Theo, well, you certainly know what you want out of life. You're impulsive, impatient, and care mostly about your own desires. But I sense something else in you. Could it be the seed of greatness? The potential to transform yourself? Completely? Or maybe it's just that you're so young, I can't tell. Also, because I really need to give you a Pokemon that's weaker than the protagonist. Regardless, for a trainer like you, Orkinks is the best pick. Cause see, normally they give you the one that's you're weak to, but this one you're stronger than. Yes, my first Pokemon! Steve, you have a Pokemon, and now I have a Pokemon too! Great observation there, bud. You know what that means, right? We have to battle! Oh, please, not in the lab! Alright, let's wreck this little annoyance. And burn goes the dynamite. Bye. So, if he's playing by Nuzlocke, I effectively just killed his starter. Good job, me. What? But I was supposed to win. Yay, I got monies. But how? I'm supposed to be the best trainer ever. That's impossible. Good trainers never lose. I sniff. Wah! Please, don't cry, Theo. Here, I'll hear your Pokemon for you. Yay. I wanted to be an unbeatable trainer. How come I couldn't win? I really wanted to win. Well, between your starter and Steve's, theirs has the type advantage. Water beats fire, fire beats grass, and grass beats water. That's the elemental type triangle. Well, one of them at any rate. Learning to master type matchups is an important part of being a trainer. No way! I want a do-over! How come Steve gets the better starter? Wah! This isn't fair! I'm going home! Sigh! He took that harder than I hoped. But you shouldn't be so quick to judge him. He is just a kid after all, probably 5 years old. I expect he'll soon discover that training Pokemon isn't as easy as he imagined. I'm going out to the entrance to Route 01 by the edge of town. Bring Theo, and I'll teach you both how to catch Pokemon. See you later. Alright. So, real quick, I'm gonna go pay my granny a visit. I'm gonna go pay Aunt May a visit, show her my Pokemon, because she wanted to see it. Oh, honey, you came back to say goodbye. How sweet. Is that your Pokemon? What is it? What is it called? Raptorch? That's so cute. Come back when you need to rest, or if you just want to humor your old aunt. Alright, so now Theo's house is over here, I think. Yep, there we go. What did you say to my son? He ran upstairs crying and locked the door behind him. He won't tell me what's wrong or come downstairs. I swear if you did anything to hurt him. Oh, so that's how it is. So he got the weaker starter and you beat him in battle. I see. That explains it. My kid's a total wimp. A harsh lesson to be sure, but losing is as much a part of being a trainer as winning. He had his heart set on this day being perfect, so losing right off the bat is somewhat of a shock. Still, crying won't solve anything. That's something he has to learn. Theo, come downstairs right now, young man, and stop being such a fucking puss. Sniffle. Theo, you can't cry every time you lose a battle. That's just part of being a trainer. But it's not fair. Steve got the better starter than me. Now I'm never gonna win. Then you'll just have to catch more Pokemon to balance out your team's weaknesses. Besides, a well-raised Pokemon can still win, even at a disadvantage. There's no sense in giving up before you even begin. Sniff. Yes, Dad. Now, Theo, I won't always be around to pick you up when you're feeling down, so try and be strong for yourself, okay? Steve, please be patient with my son. He looks up to you, you know. Oh, I nearly forgot. Theo, I have something for the both of you. Like a present? Yes, exactly, you little shit. Steve, your father, Kalen, sent me these. and told me to give them to you when you both began your journeys. I'm sure it'll come in useful. I'm sure it will probably come in useful, yes. A Poképod? What's that? It's a high-tech device that's indispensable for Pokemon trainers. It plays music and includes a map of the region. Most importantly, it contains a phone that will allow you to stay in touch with each other and other trainers, so that other trainers can call you at random times to brag about their top percentage of Rattata. Cool! I got the red one. It's cooler than yours. I'm gonna go meet the professor by the edge of town. I'll be the first to catch a Pokemon. Bye, Dad. Keep up, Steve. Well, talk about a dramatic turnaround. He always bounces back quickly. Steve, you don't want to keep the professor waiting, so you should get moving too. I won't see you or Theo again for some time. You see, I'm starting a new job soon. I'm supervising the construction of the new power plant at Epsilon. Perhaps I'll see you there in time. After all, it's the last place Lucille was ever seen. Wow, thanks for bringing up my dead mom. Best of luck in your journey, Steve. Alright, I'm gonna finish up this one thing real quick, and then I'm probably gonna call this episode. So let's real quick learn how to catch a Pokemon. Welcome to Good Burger, home of the... Oh, I'm sorry. Hey there, Steve. Now that you and Theo are here, it's time to begin your first lesson as a Pokemon trainer and a field research aide. Now, watch closely. Wild Pokemon, as you probably already know, inhabit tall grass. But that's not the only place. You can also find them in caves, in water, and even cities if you know where to look. Tall grass is gonna be your best bet for finding new Pokemon. Simply take a few steps in and... Look, it's a wild Chinmunk. They're very common around here. It hasn't noticed me yet, so now's my chance. Go, Elatux, the one starter that everyone's gonna leave behind. This little guy was the other starter Pokemon you could have received. I think he's taken a shine to me, and I'd rather like to keep him. I'd rather like him too, so I'm gonna keep him. Now, the next step is to weaken the enemy Pokemon to make it easier to catch. Elatux, use Tackle. Now that it's weakened, now's my chance to catch it. Pokeball, go! And that's how it's done. Now, Chinmunk are fairly easy, but you're sure to encounter Pokemon that are a lot harder to capture. For those, you might need to inflict them with status effects or use a special Pokeball. But I'm sure you'll get the hang of it before long. Steve, Theo, these are for you. Yeah, I got my Pokedex. That Pokedex is an encyclopedia that will automatically update itself whenever you encounter or catch a new Pokemon. It's very important for my research, so make sure you fill it out as much as possible. Also, I want you to have these. Yeah! Pokeballs are necessary for catching Pokemon, of course. What's that thing the kids always say? Gotta catch 'em all? If you run out, you can pick up more at a Pokemart. Monkeytown doesn't have one of those, but there's one in Kevlar Town on the other side of Route 1. So, with that said, your lesson is now over. But you two have Pokepods, don't you? Here, let me input my number. You can give me a call anytime, and I'll take a look at how your Pokedex is coming along. If you do a good job collecting many different kinds of Pokemon, I might even have special rewards for you. With that said, I'm going back to my lab. Best of luck on your journeys, both of you. Steve, I don't care that you got the stronger starter. I'm still gonna be the best trainer ever. I'll catch tons of Pokemon and we'll win every battle. You just wait and see. Yeah, alright, you little shit. Alright, so that's gonna do it for the first part of Pokemon Uranium. I hope you guys are excited, because I'm pretty excited to be playing this for you guys. So next time we will continue on to Route 01 to Kevlar Town. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to become a member of the Pumpkin Patch today, and I will see you guys in the next episode. See you later.